As 2013 comes to a close, Congress is ending its least productive year in recent history. Pew Research Center has a new study about this, and they're showing that going back to their analysis of the 104th Congress back in 1995-96, the 113th has passed fewer substantive measures than any Congress in 2 decades, Lewis. Only 55 laws compared to 63 in 2011, which in and of itself was already one of the least productive years in recent history. Overall, the current Congress has enacted only 65 laws, according to the Library of Congress's Thomas website and the White House's log of signed legislation. Now, there are other ways, Lewis, to measure congressional productivity. John Boehner has said Congress shouldn't even be judged on the number of new laws created, but rather on how many laws they repealed. Okay, well, they really haven't repealed any laws either. They've tried to repeal Obamacare something like, 30-something times, but they haven't even succeeded at that. So by John Boehner's own standard of how much were they able to repeal, still not a very productive Congress. And you know what? When on day one of President Obama's first term, they say, you know what we're going to do? We're going to stand in the way of just about anything the president tries to do. These are the results, Lewis. They end up doing nothing.
Yeah, that was the agreement. That was the deal. And when half of Congress is involved in that deal, well, what's going to happen? Absolutely nothing.
You know what's really funny, though, Lewis? They didn't even meet their own requirement of how many times they would try to repeal Obamacare. They said they would vote 50 times to repeal Obamacare if that's what it would take. They haven't done that. They can't even keep their own promises when it comes to wasting time.
That's pretty incredible. I can understand not keeping your own promises when it comes to actually passing laws and doing things, because that happens all the time.
Yeah, but wasting time, you don't need anybody's authorization to again try to repeal Obamacare. They still weren't. They were too lazy to waste the amount of time they promised us.
Can you believe it that 50 times was too ambitious?
There is an issue here, though, which we have to analyze, which is that the libertarian faction of the Republican Party might actually see this lack of productivity as a good thing, Lewis. When you have a fetishistic obsession with government basically being so small it doesn't exist, the fewer bills your Congress passes, the happier you are, the more you think you're sticking to small government. So that's in part, I think, one of the things that will make it tougher to really show the absurdity of this lack of action, because there's an element of the American right that wants the government to do nothing. They say, we have enough laws. Why do they need to pass more?
Right. There certainly is that group that will think that, I guess, somehow this is a positive thing. Well, I guess it all depends on the laws that are being passed, too. I mean, certainly not every law that's passed we are going to like, right? So I guess it's really hard to measure.
Well, now they'll get a nice vacation, hopefully to recuperate from all of the work that was done.